Have you ever been in a situation where you struggled to forgive? Well, I have, and I have a story I want to share with you. Some 30 years had passed by since my father had abandoned me and my four siblings. And it was difficult. This was actually in the 60s where this occurred, and I was about 6 or 7 years old, about 66 or 67, and he abandoned us and went to California to live. I write about this in the book, but some might not have read it. So I want to tell you that it was difficult. I had deep-seated hatred, anger, and actually refused to forgive him and to even think about trying to search him out and finding him. But I was able to do it by the power of Almighty God. As a minister who was called to minister, chosen to minister, it was clearly blocking my relationship with God. It was keeping me from advancing in my ministry that God had called me to do. And I was holding on to this sinful thing called unforgiveness. But I was able to do it by the power of Almighty God, by realizing that I needed to heal and that he needed to heal and that we all needed to heal because myself, there were four of us that my father abandoned, of course, not to mention my mother as well. And I did not see him for all that time. And in 1977, June, Father's Day of 1977, I went and found my father. He had gone to California and had recently come back to the state of Georgia. And I knew where he was in general. And I searched him out. Me and my young family with my wife and kids, we went there. And I embraced him. We talked. We reached a place of forgiveness. And God allowed us to grow from that. Unknown to myself and any of my other family members, my father died 2 years later in a very tragic situation where he was burned in a house fire. But I want to share this story with you because had I not forgiven him, had I not listened to the voice of Almighty God, I would have missed out, I believe, on an opportunity to even write this book, because the cornerstone of this forgiveness challenge is I've included myself in that. And my testimony also, I know, helps other people. So as I said earlier, have you struggled with the situation where you were just unable and unwilling to forgive? I encourage you, I implore you to forgive, to try to find a way to be able to do that. And my book, The Forgiveness Challenge, will help you with that. But testimonies from everybody also will be able to help you with that. And in fact, when you are able to overcome and when you are able to achieve success over this struggle, you have a testimony that you can share with other people. And I'm so glad to be able to share this with you because I know that it will help you overcome. We overcome by the power of our testimony. I want you to overcome.